Hello, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. Today I'm going to be sharing the second part of my Sephora savings event haul. Now, I mentioned in my last haul video that I did place a small order online the second the sale started, but I did go in store a couple of days ago and pick up a couple other things before the sale ends. But with that, I am officially done. So this haul is definitely a lot smaller than my last one, but I will leave my last one linked down below in case you missed it. So let's get into this smaller haul. The first product I picked up is from Benefit, and this is their Hoola Wave Cream Bronzer. I got the shade Light. So the original Hoola bronzer has always been a little bit too deep for me. I've never tried the Hoola Light. But when I saw this, I do love a good cream bronzer, and I was really excited about it. So it is more of that cream to powder formula that I do typically really enjoy, but I don't think it's as soft as the new Rare Beauty matte blushes that are also in a similar cream to powder formula that I really love. This just feels a little bit stiffer. However, I do think it's a really nice bronzer so far. It is much more lightly pigmented than some. So this is one that you're going to be able to apply it, you're going to be able to build it up, but it's never going to look like too much. So even though I got the shade Light, I still have built this one up just a little bit because it is very, very light. So in terms of shade, I definitely do think this one is definitely quite a bit warmer than I would typically prefer. However, because it's so light and buildable, I can definitely work with this. It's not going to turn me orange right away, and I can definitely go in with a light layer and sheer it out. So if you are wanting a warmer bronzer for the summer, but you're not wanting something that is going to be too intense and too orange, this might be a good one because it is going to give you a bit of warmth, but like I said, it's very, very light. So this could be a really, really nice one. Especially if you're as fair as I am for the summer, this shade might work very well for you. This is just one of those formulas that kind of confuses me a little bit and has me going back and forth for a while to decide whether I like it or not. So far, I think I like it. I did also pick up 2 travel size fragrances during the sale. So I typically stick with more travel size fragrances. I love the full size bottles. I think they're so beautiful, but it takes me a lot to actually go through a full size fragrance just because I do like to change up my fragrance seasonally. I also get sick of certain fragrances, so I'll kind of rotate them out, and I go back and forth on that all of the time. So for me, the travel size is the way to go, and I find if I go through a travel size enough times, then I will consider a full size. But I haven't actually purchased a new fragrance in quite a while, so I decided I wanted to add some variation in there. And the first one I picked up is from Ellis Brooklyn. This is Miami Nectar. So this is one that was incredibly popular last year, and I can absolutely see why. This to me is very much like a fruity floral, but it smells very clean. It's a beautiful, beautiful scent. It's got a sweetness to it, but it's not too sweet. I'm really, really bad at describing fragrances, but I do know that I prefer sort of gourmand fragrances. I also really enjoy a good fruity floral, something that is sweet, and I don't like anything that is too musky or masculine on me personally. And this just really hits all my favorite scent categories. There is like a soft gourmand kind of note there. There is a vanilla. There is that fruity floral, but it's also light and clean. It's not one that's going to give me a headache. It's just a really, really good fragrance. And right off the bat, my husband ranked this at a 9.7. I think is what he gave this one. So this one's a hit for sure. And for the next fragrance, I picked up the Carolina Herrera Good Girl Blush. Now, I absolutely love the original Good Girl fragrance, but that is a bit more of like a more sultry fragrance for me. I love that one going into the fall, going into the winter. I think it's just a really beautiful scent. It is more of an evening scent for me though. And my husband actually gifted me the Good Girl Blush body lotion for Christmas, and I absolutely fell in love with the scent. It is strong, so I don't recommend using too much, but I love the scent. This is kind of like the more softer daytime version of the original. This one's just softer. It has a bit more of that fruity floral to it, but it's just an overall softer fragrance. Whereas the original, I think, is a little bit more spicy. This one is just soft, and I really like it. And I love that I have both in my collection now, and I love that these are both travel sprays and not roller balls. I hate rollerball fragrances. But I'm really, really excited to have these two fragrances. They're very, very different from one another, but I am really excited to have the two of them. The next product is one I actually recommended in my Sephora sale recommendations. So this is the Farmacy Honey Vanilla Clean Cleansing Balm. So this is their cleansing balm that I absolutely love so much. And this is a limited edition scent. This is the Honey Vanilla Clean. And if you are familiar with the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm in Vanilla Beige, it smells just like this. It is so lovely. It smells so good. It's such a luxurious experience taking off your makeup. But when I recommended this for the sale, it was only on Sephora Canada at the time, and then it literally disappeared from the Sephora website the day before the sale started. And I did notice that they have sort of reformulated and updated their original cleansing balm, so that could be why. And then when I went in store that first day, they had a tester, but they didn't actually have one of these available. And then I went to a different store the other day, and they had one. They had 4. It took all of my restraint to not buy all of them. But I finally got my hands on another one of them before it goes away forever, so I will treasure it. I'm so happy to have this one because this is the absolute best cleansing balm. It's the best cleansing balm whether you get this scent or the original, but there is something about this scent that's just magic. So I'm so glad I got this. I did also pick up a mini hand cream. This is from L'Occitane. This is the dry skin hand cream. I'm seeing the large version of this one becoming very, very popular on TikTok. I watch a lot of nail TikTok videos. So I've been seeing this getting really, really popular, and I know it's been around for a while, and I did sort of try it out in store, and it was so luxurious, but I could not spend $40. Even with a discount, I couldn't spend $40 on a hand cream, so I grabbed a mini, and then I did purchase 2 final makeup products. I grabbed a mini of the new Huda Beauty Easy Bake Setting Spray. This one just has my attention. I was just very, very curious about it. I do really like the Easy Bake powder, but this setting spray just really had my attention. I debated on grabbing a full size, but I really like the MAC Fix Plus and the Urban Decay All Nighter. Those are old favorites, but I do prefer the Charlotte Tilbury. I really like the Lawless setting spray, but the nozzle on that one is so defective that I didn't bother to repurchase when I used mine. I have the Makeup by Mario, but I feel like it does nothing. So I thought I would get this and see if maybe it competes with the Charlotte Tilbury. It does sound really, really good, and we all know the Easy Bake Powder is a cult favorite, so maybe this will be amazing too. I'm excited to try it out. And the last product I picked up is from YSL. I was also looking for this the day the sale started. I debated ordering it online. When I went in store, they didn't have the shade I wanted, so this is their new YSL Love Shine Plumping Lip Oil Gloss in shade 44. I am wearing this right now. So this is a plumping lip oil, and I have recently been having a bit of a love affair with YSL. I will admit that. I went back and forth trying to talk myself out of this for so long, but I couldn't stop thinking about it, so I gave up. And when I found my shade in store the other day, I decided to go for it. So this just looks really, really pretty. I love the shine that this gives. I love the color that it gives. It has a really beautiful amount of pigment to it. So when I initially put it on, I didn't feel anything. And then after a minute or two, that sensation started to sink in, and it kind of felt like a little bit of a burn on my lips. Nothing terrible, nothing intense. I definitely felt much, much worse. And then it was there for a couple of minutes and then it went away. So it's not a terrible plumper. I do think it made my lips look really nice and really full, definitely really nice and shiny. I love the color. I love the shade. So I am glad that I finally went for it with this one and got one anyway. I don't know that I would need to purchase more shades, but I am really, really glad I have this because I've been eyeing it up for weeks at this point. But that is it. That rounds out my final haul of the Sephora savings event. Let me know your thoughts down below. Did you pick up any of these? Did you go back for round 2 like I did? Let me know your thoughts down below. I love hearing from you guys so, so much. If you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing before you go. I do upload new videos every single week. Thank you again so very much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.